Here is an easy step-by-step quick guide on how to prepare your home to go on the market. And don't even worry, I'm going to give you a room-by-room review on exactly what you need to do to make sure you squeeze every penny out of the sale of your home and attract as many buyers to your property. Stay tuned. It all starts with curb appeal. This is the first impression buyers will have of your home. When they pull up in front of your house, what are they going to say? What kind of feeling are they going to have about your home? Believe it or not, certain people will just drive off if they're not attracted to the curb appeal of your home. And here are some tips to make your curb appeal shine. Now, what I'm about to share is in no particular order. Pick and choose whatever you feel is necessary for your specific property, but I'm going to give you all the knowledge that I have. Let's power wash the driveway, the walkway, the patio, and the deck. Give the hedges a fresh trim, paying special attention to anything blocking the windows or getting in the way of walking to and from the house. Pick up any garden equipment, buckets, rakes, shovels, lawnmowers, anything at the front yard. Spruce up the lawn by cutting, trimming, weeding, and fertilizing where necessary. A great looking lawn makes a better impression than a neglected lawn. Make the front lawn shine. Add some flowers, some colorful flowers, some beautiful roses, some potted plants. You want the entryway to look beautiful. Believe it or not, your mailbox has an appearance. So look at your mailbox. Does it need freshening up? Maybe it's time to change it and get a new mailbox. Make sure the number of the house is easy to find and consider getting a new one if it improves the look from the street. Fresh bark or pine straw around the base of trees and flower beds gives a fresh and maintained look for a small amount of money. Make the windows sparkle, clean windows, and repair any caulking or paint that needs attention. Power wash the exterior of the home, and if need be, which I highly recommend, paint the exterior of your home. A fresh coat of paint will make the property pop out. Moving along, we're going into the entryway. So the buyers love the curb appeal. They're excited to see what's inside. As they get to the front door, they're going to be there for a good 30 seconds, a minute. This is where their agent is going to be accessing the keys. So the buyers are anticipating going inside. So you want that impression also to be solid. Does your front door make a good first impression? If you need to change it or paint it. Does the front entrance light work? Maybe it's time to change the light bulb, especially when there's going to be showings during the evening. Make sure all the lights are on. Does the doorbell work? You'll be surprised. When I'm accessing the key box, some clients are pressing the doorbell. So make sure that doorbell works. Now the light bulb's been changed. Check the front door. Is the door handle solid? It's not loose. The door is not squeaky, because as we enter the home, you want to make sure everything is proper. Once inside, make sure the immediate entryway is free of clutter, shoes, coats, umbrellas, and anything that takes up space. If you have an entry table, make sure to clean it up. We don't want any keys there, mail, any personal items. We just want a clean entry table. Clean up the front closet. Believe it or not, we've opened doors in the past where there's so much items and things are falling apart. So as buyers open the closet door, have a few coats hanging, some shoes, but overall have a neat appearance. Now that we're inside the home, think like a model home. Remove all that bulky furniture. Make the home look as spacious as possible. That favorite couch that you have may have to go. Let the buyers see their lives in your house, not yours. Store excess family photos, the wall of fame, and anything that is too much of a reflection of your life. We want them to focus on what it will be like living there. They want to visualize their life, not the museum of your life. Start packing. Put everything that you don't use on a daily basis in the boxes. Put them in the garage, or better yet, rent a storage, folks. Next, clean and deodorize carpets. Make sure that high traffic area is fresh, is clean. If you need to, replace a carpet. And seriously, you have carpet nowadays? Check all the light fixtures and lamps. Replace the burned light bulbs with bright white bulbs. And make sure the light switches are functional too. Consider updating them. Check the squeaky doors. Add a little WD-40 to get rid of the squeaks. Paint the interior of the home. A fresh coat of paint will make it look like no one has lived in the property. Check out my other video where I talk about which paint colors to choose. Next, let some air in. Freshen out that house. Get rid of those smelly odors. Check the window coverings to make sure the blinds are working properly. Clean them and keep them open to let in as much light as possible. Remove all valuable jewelry and confidential documents. You don't want your Rolex watch on your nightstand during showings. Now, this one is for all the pet lovers out there, okay? If you have dogs or cats, make sure the home doesn't smell like animals. You love the pets, they're part of your family, but there are certain buyers out there that are not attracted to pets, so you don't want them to be turned off by your property. So make sure there's no hair on the floors, on the couch, and the home doesn't smell like a dog or a pet was just roaming around a few minutes ago. And please get the house fully deep cleaned before you go on the market. The kitchen is the heart of the home, so let's talk about your kitchen and your dining room. In the kitchen, clean as much as you can from the countertops. So if you have a coffee maker, toaster, and you use them on a daily basis, what I recommend is use it in the mornings and just put it away. Make your kitchen countertops as spotless as possible. Just like my grandparents would do, if you keep fruit and flowers on the countertop, just make sure they're always fresh. You don't want any dying roses or, old fruit that's molded. If your cabinets show wear and tear, you might want to paint them. A simple trick to update the look of your cabinet doors is simply to replace the current knobs with new ones. It's a much cheaper route than getting new kitchen, and it can make a big difference. If you have a ton of magnets, family photos, and notes on your refrigerator, it's time to remove those. Last thing you want is for a buyer to walk into a beautiful kitchen, countertops are spotless, but then they look at the refrigerator and it's all your personal items. We want them, like I said, to visualize themselves in the kitchen, not you. Many buyers will like to see the inside of your kitchen cabinet, so make sure your items are neatly organized, especially the pantry. We always open the pantry door. We want to check out the size of the pantry, so you want to make sure your spices, everything is organized neatly. Keep the exotic spices and fish to a minimum when you're cooking the night before. Because we want buyers, like I said, when they walk into the kitchen, they don't want to be turned off by the smell, so just keep it to a minimum. As far as the dining table goes, set the dining table with your best china to stimulate a buyer's imagination of the dinner parties they'll be hosting. And lastly, empty your trash cans. Garbage and recycling bins must be out of sight. Now let's transition to the living room and family room. This is where the buyers will spend most of their time with their loved ones. So here are some key tips to make it look solid. Now let's start off with the furniture. If you have bulky furniture, it's time to declutter. We want the space in the living room and the family room to look as spacious as possible. If you have that old chair that doesn't match with the rest of the furniture, maybe it's time to get rid of it. Like my dad, he had his lazy couch that he loved, didn't match with the furniture. So when you're thinking about selling, you got to remove those type of items. Take down all your family photos and any other object on the walls that just doesn't go with the flow of the room. Like I said, we want the buyers to visualize themselves living in your home, not you. Just how I mentioned earlier about painting the exterior of the property, consider painting the living room and family room as well. If you have furniture that shows the effect of raising 5 kids and having multiple pets, it's time to get rid of those furnitures and have the property staged. Put away the holiday decorations unless you're showing the property during the holidays. I've shown properties in the month of July and there's still Christmas lights hanging. Leave some lights on during the day, especially during showing hours. Make sure all the interior lights are on. Open the drapes and blinds. Nothing is more depressing than walking into a home where shades, the curtains, and the drapes are all closed. We don't want a dark looking space. Leave some lights on during the day. Especially during showings, turn on all the lights and lamps. If you have carpets, make sure you deep clean the carpets or replace the carpets, and make sure you vacuum your floors every single morning. Next to the kitchen is the bathrooms that get the most scrutiny. Here are some inexpensive designer tricks that can make your bathroom shine like $1 million. If you have a stand-up shower that's made out of glass, make sure you clean it every time you use the shower. And if you have a shower curtain that's outdated, make sure to put a new one. Things like toilet cleaners, hampers, and plungers, put these items away because they do add a lot of clutter, so you want the bathroom to look a little more spacious. Hang matching new towels. Go for the best looking towels you could find. Like shower curtains, they add a nice impact. Keep your shower and tub area spotless. Buyers will often look behind the curtains, so make sure the area looks as good as it can. Keep shampoos and soaps to a minimum. Scrub the tiles and bleach the grout so it all sparkles. Check the faucets for leaks and drips. Repair or buy new faucets if they are leaky or worn out. Remove everything from the countertops except for a pretty soap set and candles. If you have a hair dryer or makeup set, use them and then properly put them away. Replace or paint the vanity if it shows excessive wear and tear. Just like the trick with the kitchen, just change the knobs and it'll make your vanity look much nicer. Look at these big and beautiful bedrooms. Bedrooms are a key part of the home buying experience. Bigger is better. Nobody comments favorably about lovely, tiny bedrooms. Just like the other areas of the house, clutter takes up space and makes the room look smaller. Here are some tips to make your bedrooms look bigger and brighter. New bedspreads and quilts make the bedroom more inviting. Make your bed every single morning. And if you have items in the bedroom that you could put under the bed, make sure to do that because no buyer is ever going to check under the bed. In the kids' rooms, posters, photos, or drawings and awards are all personal items that should be taken down for the showings. You want the buyers to imagine the rooms as their own. So get rid of that Ninja Turtle poster or anything else that the kids and teenagers love. Put away all items that are hanging off the back of the doors. Cluttered and clanking doors often make the rooms feel smaller, especially if they don't allow the door to open all the way. Remember, the buyers are definitely going to check out the closet, so make sure your clothes are neatly organized. If you have shoes that are neatly organized, we want the closets to look beautiful, spacious, and clean. In the kids' bedroom, make sure all the toys are put away neatly. We don't want the buyers to be tripping over Lego toys, Minecraft swords. My kids have a ton of toys, so I always tell them, clean your room. So tell your kids, clean the bedrooms. Did I mention to make your bed? Just like your mama taught you, make your beds every morning. And here's my last pro tip for the bedrooms. Add some candles, some air fresheners to make the bedroom smell nicer. Working out of the home is a reality for many people today, so a functional home office can give your home a competitive advantage over the other homes on the market. Try to make the space as functional as possible. If it's part of another room, make sure to maintain the main function of that room. Store all the files and paperwork that you don't use on a daily basis. Remove big, bulky filing cabinets that take up a lot of space and store them somewhere else to make the office look bigger. Clean everything off the desk. If you have a laptop or a computer, make sure everything is organized and that's the only item on the desk. Read out the postings on the bulletin boards or wall organizers. A few things are okay to make the office look organized and functional, but an overcrowded bulletin board looks too crowded. I kind of mentioned this earlier, but if your office is part of another room, make sure it doesn't overpower the main function of that room. If it's in a dining room, consider setting it up temporarily someplace else. So if you're still with me after all these messages, thank you very much. That tells me you're very motivated and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get your home sold. Now let's talk about the laundry area because buyers do ask, is there a laundry room? Is there a laundry area? So let's talk about the laundry. Put all the detergent and laundry basket away. Nobody likes to see an overcrowded laundry room. And finally, we are ending with the garage. You may not think this space is as important, but you'll be surprised. Buyers always love to look at the garage. They want to know, can they fit their cars? Is there enough room if they want to convert it to a bedroom? So let's talk about the garage. Here are some quick tips. If you have unfinished concrete floors, paint the concrete to give it a cleaner look. Next, tidy up and organize the garage. If you have items that you've had there for years, either donate them or get rid of them. Make the garage look spacious. So there you have it, a room-by-room process on how to prepare your home before it goes on the market. I know I gave you a ton of information, so don't be overwhelmed or stressed out. Just go back, look at what you got to do. At the end of the day, you got to discover what's important to you, right? And you want to squeeze every penny out of the sale of the property. So take your time, don't be overwhelmed. watch my video, share it with family and friends that you feel like they will find value out of it. And please comment below and subscribe to our channel. I'm Mike with Martin Mike Properties. Get it listed, get it sold.